Now, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of the Spectre line, whether it be the HP Spectre X360 13-inch or the 15-inch model. Now, I got a chance to look at the X360 13-inch late last year, and I absolutely loved it, but I couldn't wait to get the 15-inch variant into the studio, the one that's refreshed here for 2020. It came into the studio yesterday, and I've been using it ever since. And boy, am I impressed. What we're looking at here is slimmed down bezels on a gorgeous 4K OLED display, and I really love the fact that it now runs a 10th generation processors. It also is getting great battery life so far. Of course, I still need to do all my testing. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is my unboxing and first look at the HP Spectre X360 15t, all new for 2020. Coming up. Want to see more videos like this? Why not hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell? This way you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's on those platforms that I post a lot of the updates. And in the interest of transparency and full disclosure, I'm not being paid by HP, I'm not being sponsored by HP. All the opinions you're about to hear are my own, and no one is seeing this video before its release. Okay, the starting price is $14.99, but right now it's on sale over at HP.com for $1349.99. That's for the 4th of July weekend. I'm not sure how long it will last. Now, the unit that I have with that OLED display, with 16 gigs of RAM, with 1 terabyte of SSD storage, and 32 gigabytes of Optane memory, you're looking at $1889. That's down from the normal asking price of $2,039. And with pricing out of the way, let's find out what you get inside the box. Let's open it up. Now, before we get to the unit itself, they do give you a nice carrying sleeve in the box at no additional cost. I like that value add that they do give you with this Spectre line. Now, packaging once again is very premium, as we come to expect with the Spectre line. Now, opening the lid for the first time, you're greeted by the unit itself. We'll get to that in just a little bit. You get some documentation such as your warranty information and a setup guide. You also get a 135 watt power adapter that uses a barrel pin connector. And you get the extension cord. They also give you the HP pen at no additional cost. We'll talk more about that in the full review. Now, holding the unit for the first time, I'm just blown away how good this feels. It feels lighter and slimmer than last year's model, a little bit more svelte. It's actually more than a half a pound lighter than last year's model, and you certainly can feel it. Now, to get an idea of the size, here it is next to the Dell XPS 15 9500, very similar in terms of the footprint. And one difference between the two, of course, is the fact that the XPS 15 sports a 16:10 aspect ratio, whereas the X360 sports a 16:9 aspect ratio. And here it is with the Spectre X360 13t from late 2019. And as you can see, it's a little bit bigger of a footprint, but it definitely packs more power under the hood. Okay, let's talk about port selection. We'll start off on the left side. In the corner is your power button with an LED indicator light in the middle. You get your power port and you get an HDMI port along with a 3.5mm audio jack. Moving over to the right side, you get a micro SD card reader for storage expansion, a kill switch for your webcam, we like that, and the USB-A port along with 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports, one of which is in the corner out of the way. I like that. Now, once again, we get that gem cut design and the Nightfall black color. All's looking good so far. This is an all-metal premium design with an excellent look and feel. I like it. And like most 2-in-1 convertibles, you can't really open it with one finger. Now, I've been having a little bit of bad luck with my devices lately. Check this out. There's a scratch on the deck. I didn't even do anything with this laptop. It was there when I took it out of the box. So, of course, this will be going back to HP. Now, as far as user upgradability is concerned, the good news is you can upgrade the SSD without any issues, and that might be something you'd want to do, but you cannot upgrade the RAM as that's soldered into the motherboard, and you can only get it with up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. I was kind of hoping for at least 32 as being the max, but that's not what we get here today. Now, there are 2 fans for cooling, one for the GPU, one for the CPU, and it also has Wi-Fi 6 along with Bluetooth 5.0. It's all working pretty well so far. Okay, let's talk about display options. There are 3, and they're all 4K. That's UHD resolution of 3840 by 2160. It's a 15.6-inch displays. The difference is going to be in the brightness. You can get one with 340 nits, one for 400 nits, and then the AMOLED display, which is what I have here, that gets up to 400 nits as well. We'll talk more about that in the full review. And what's interesting about the AMOLED display, it's a 2-watt low-powered display. That means it's going to be very efficient, but it also gets bright. And that 400 nit claim actually lives up to the hype. I actually measured very close to 400 nits. I'll give you all the numbers in my full review. But what you're getting here is super deep blacks, really vibrant colors that just pop off the display, and it covers the color gamut really well. You're looking at 100% sRGB. It's great for creative professionals that want to do Lightroom, Photoshop, and of course, video editing. This display is simply spectacular. Now you're looking at really thin bezels on the side and the top, and of course, the bottom bezel has been slimmed down. And because it's using a 2-watt low-power display, we're expecting really good battery life. In fact, HP claims up to 17 hours on a single charge. I'm not expecting 17 hours, but I'm expecting all-day battery life. Of course, I'll do all my testing to bring you the battery life in my full review. Well, this is the front-facing camera on the HP Spectre X360 15t here for 2020, and it's a camera that's, of course, on that top bezel, slimmed down bezels, by the way. I'm impressed with that, but I'm not impressed with this front-facing camera. I was hoping for something better this time around. It's a bit grainy, not very good, but it does have that kill switch that we do like on the side of the laptop that allows you to turn it off for privacy and so forth. So I'm not crazy about the quality. Let me know what you think about the sound as well in that comment section below. Now there is a fingerprint scanner located right below the keyboard on the right side. Setup was easy and registered my finger every time I used it. It's also great for Windows Hello login. Now this being a 2-in-1 convertible, that means you can put it into the different modes. You can put it into the tent mode. This is great for recipes in the kitchen, consuming media, watching Netflix, YouTube, and the like. Same goes for the stand mode. And of course, you can always put it into the tablet mode. This is great for use with the pen. Now, one thing to be aware of, in tablet mode, it could get kind of heavy, so I'd put it down on the desk or the table and then use the pen like that, or you can actually use your finger to navigate through the OS since this has a multi-touch display. Now, the pen itself is great for taking notes, sketching out artwork, navigating through Windows 10, and it also does handwriting recognition, which works well. And I love the fact that the carrying sleeve has a place to store the pen. I really do like the keyboard this time around. It actually has pretty good key travel, has good tactile feedback, and has been comfortable to type on for extended periods of time. In the 24 hours that I've used it, I'm actually pretty impressed. Now, it does have a numeric keypad, so for those accountants and number crunchers out there, you will appreciate that inclusion, of course, of that numeric keypad. Now, it does have a multi-stage backlight that allows you to get work done in a dark room and a dimly lit environment, and it worked really well. Now the touchpad is working well. It's a precision touchpad that's really responsive. 2-finger scrolling is buttery smooth, and all the Windows 10 gestures are working as advertised. The X360 has audio by Bang & Olufsen along with HP Audio Boost, and it sounds really good, fills up the room rather nicely with good volume, good mids, and good bass. I'll get more in depth in my full review. The Spectre X360 15t is running the Intel Core i7-107-5H. That's a 6-core processor. Of course, that's a 10th generation processor. It also has the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti with Max-Q design with 4 GB of video memory. It also has 16 GB of soldered-in RAM, so that cannot be upgradable, as I mentioned earlier. It also has 1 TB of SSD storage with 32 GB of Optane memory. We'll test everything, of course, in my full review. So about 24 hours in, so far so good, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking like a winner. It's got a gorgeous 15.6-inch AMOLED display. It gets bright, it's sharp, it's crisp. It is pretty phenomenal. It's got a really nice slimmed down look this time around with those slimmer bezels, lighter weight, everything looking really good. Of course, I'll test the performance, I'll test everything else, including the battery life, in the full review. So stay tuned for that. So what do you think about this bad boy, the Spectre X360, the 15-inch variant? And I'm absolutely loving it so far. The star of the show, without a doubt, is its 4K OLED display. Simply gorgeous. I love the fact that they slimmed down the bezels over last year's model, making it look really sleek, making it look really modern. They also outfitted it with 10th generation Intel processors. This unit comes in at over $2,000, but of course you're getting that gorgeous AMOLED display, the premium build quality of the Spectre line that we've come to know and love, and it also really is a very premium laptop in general. But of course there are other variants for less money that are in the Spectre line for you to check out as well. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.